From the United Kingdom, the country is gearing up for the next Prime Minister. It will either be Foreign Secretary Liz Truss or former Chancellor Rishi Sunak. Now, the two politicians will compete over the summer, and the party poll result is expected in the first week of September. So ahead of that, both leaders are answering all crucial questions: the long-lasting effects of Brexit, rising inflation, tax cuts, and the Ukraine-Russia war. So listen in from Sunak, who calls himself the underdog, and Truss, who says she isn't taking anything for granted.
We are to deliver on the promise of Brexit. Then we're going to need someone who actually understands Brexit, believes in Brexit, voted for Brexit. And if our challenges are great, then our answers must be too. We have national emergencies that must be dealt with, and we have to tell the truth. We have to tell the truth about our NHS and the pressure it is under. I've taken a lot of political pain to make sure the NHS has what it needs, and I'm the candidate in this contest who can say unequivocally the NHS will be safe in my hands.
I'm being very honest about the situation. We face the biggest economic crisis we have for a generation, and now is not the time for business as usual. Now is the time for bold action to get the British economy going, to unleash all the talent we have in this country, to unleash the businesses to produce more. And that is why I favour keeping our taxes low, not raising corporation tax, which will put off those people who want to invest in Britain.
Among other things, UK's migration policy has taken centre stage. Just this year, over 14,000 people seeking a better life have crossed over to the UK. Both Truss and Sunak have vowed to toughen controls on the issue. However, both are tackling the migration problem differently. Sunak wishes to tighten the qualifying process for migrants and describe the UK's migration policy as broken and chaotic. Truss, on the other hand, wants to extend the controversial Rwanda asylum plan and also to strengthen border force staff.
We have to tell the truth about immigration because our system is still not working. It is simply unacceptable to have the current situation where criminal gangs are still trafficking illegal immigrants to this country, exploiting loopholes in the legal system and, yes, our compassion. We must never lose that compassion, but we must be tougher and we must be uncompromising.
According to a YouGov poll conducted over the week, Liz Truss holds a 24-point lead over Rishi Sunak. Now, Truss would only be Britain's third female prime minister after Margaret Thatcher and Theresa May, while Sunak would be the country's first leader of Indian origin. For some, this race for office might be unusual, but a change of guard between general elections is actually quite common in London. Every prime minister since 1974 has either taken or lost office between general elections or both. So what is unusual here is not that there will be a new prime minister. It is that the authority of the office of prime minister itself has collapsed in the United Kingdom. Boris Johnson and his series of scandals has tarnished its image. So along with so many other issues, the next Conservative prime minister will have to rebuild the credibility of the office as well. And the leader won't have time at its expense. Within 2 years of taking office, a general election will have to be announced, making re-election a major challenge for the Conservative Party.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the point.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.